Today is the most awaited part of our pupils, as well of course our parents who for the first time to see their son and daughter be one of the graduating class. And this is another history where we celebrate this day through virtual because of the pandemic, with the theme strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the Processional. And now, let's all stand for the singing of the national anthem with Cassandra Faith B. Romero with honors conducting, followed by the prayer led by RJC Respondo with honors.
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, with all our hearts, we offer you thanks and praises, O Lord. Thank you for having this significant day in our lives. Thank you for all the blessings that we had, and to the learnings and achievements we had received. Bless us, O Lord, as we move on to the next phase of our existence. We are very grateful for our teachers and most especially to our loving parents who sacrificed and inspired us to become better and responsible human, grown with moral character. So, with her, O God, we commit unto you our lives and this spiritual graduation, with your blessings and guidance. Again, Lord, with grateful hearts, we give back to you all praises and glory. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Cagayan, my valley home is dear to me, though from her my footsteps far may stray. Over mountains, plains, beyond the deep blue sea, I shall love thee, ever be where'er I may. Cagayan, oh smiling land of beauty, Cagayan, my heart clings unto thee. Steps far away may stray, I shall love thee, ever be where'er I may. Cagayan, ili anapate kanya, adayo man sila lagi pa. Pambantay man gentao analinat, tulad ta awan dua-dua. Cagayan, naisem ka abagag, Cagayan, puso kadagyan ka. Sa dinuman adisot ipagyanak, ayaten kan tulad ta awan dua-dua. Cagayan, dapon nga kakastanyakan, ega kalaran at kwaan tapyam. Nukurog to na parayo kanyakan, aryat tagabulubuga nga kataman. Cagayan, makeme-keme ka nga inan, Cagayan, awan to nga dapon karwan, eggaga na futo nga etedukan. Cagayan, dapon nga kakastanyakan, ega kalaran at kwaan tapyam.
all listen to the words of welcome by Patrick Lawrence Asuncion with honor.
Our dynamic public schools district supervisor, Sir Renato A. Hernandez Jr., our energetic principal of Binalan Elementary School, Sir Nestor C. Respondo, dedicated teachers, most loving parents, fellow graduates and friends, a pleasant day to all. It gives me a great pleasure and pride to have been chosen to welcome you all to this special day, much awaited graduation. Today is special because it is a celebration of our first success in life. I know all of us are happy though we are experiencing this pandemic. It does not hinder us to pursue our studies. I know every one of us is excited to receive our awards and diplomas, especially our parents. Therefore, let us enjoy the happiness that this moment brings. Let this moment be our inspiration to pursue our goals to achieve higher education. And thank you, Lord, for this wonderful gift and wonderful day to celebrate. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
May we now have the presentation of the candidates for graduation by Sir Nestor C. Respondo, Principal 2, Binalan Elementary School, to be certified by Sir Renato A. Hernandez, Public Schools District Supervisor, Apari West District, to be accepted and confirmed by our Division Superintendent, Dr. Orlando E. Manuel.
I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Binalan Elementary School this school year 2020-2021. Composed of 7 boys and 14 girls with a total of 21. I hereby request our Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Renato A. Hernandez, to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
I certify that these candidates for graduation have fully satisfied the requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Program prescribed by the Department of Education. May I therefore request our SDS, Dr. Orlando E. Manuel, to confirm the graduates.
By virtue of the appointment given to me by the President of the Republic of the Philippines as the Schools Division Superintendent of SDO Cagayan, and upon certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the basic education curriculum for this school year 2020-2021, I now accept and confirm you graduates.
Let's all listen to the message of our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtolis Briones, followed by the message of our Regional Director, Benjamin D. Paragas, PhD, CESO 5, Director 4, and the message of our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Orlando E. Manuel, CESO 5.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
My cordial greetings to all. During these tough times, as we operate within imperfect circumstances, we see the unfolding of one of the most beautiful things ever made on earth, the success of our young people in their academic journey as they inch day by day towards their dreams. To our dear learners, without a doubt, During these trying times, the struggles have been real and the challenges almost insurmountable. Today, we witness sense of purpose, direction, and meaning winning over every sign of difficulty that came your way as you toiled ceaselessly in the vineyard of education. Our theme this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, in a huge way recognizes our strength as people who cannot be floored by even the strongest of challenges. In fact, we have proven that together, working for a common vision, we are an armada of strong-willed individuals who cannot be swayed and discouraged by tribulations. Thanks for the deep sense of motivation that makes half the job accomplished. We have also shown that innovative minds always rule the day, and that makes us prepared to confront each challenge that will beset us. The years do not promise an easy journey, and with the threat of the pandemic still lurking around, the going will get tough, and the tough must keep going. And the spirit cannot be broken and will surely prevail. It is an irrefragable fact that despite our cling to varied ways of life, we have shown how united we can be in advancing the common agenda in education. We have done our share in realizing our ultimate goal of producing holistically developed K-12 basic education curriculum graduates who are not only knowledgeable and competent, but also value-laden and discerning. We are diverse in culture, and so we may have varied performances in all that we do, but we share a common goal: to be the best version of ourselves so we can be of help to others in the best way we can. Our sense of shared destiny has allowed us to bend without breaking, to attune our actions and efforts to the agenda of national leadership. But it too proved that we can do so without diminishing our long-held principles, that indeed it takes a village to raise a child. Each one of us, no matter how diverse, is a strand in the colorful fabric of human civilization. This is the value that we want you, our dear graduates, to embrace and be proud of. Our sense of identity, either on a regional or national landscape, must remain an important consideration in achieving our goals, and compromising it to favor new thoughts and ways of thinking must never be an option. We must continue to prove the world that even in the face of a dreaded pandemic, quality education can have its way through. The Department of Education Region 2 has unambiguously laid down in its Regional Education Development Plan all its projects, programs, and activities that shall inspire service above self and only about the future of learners who shall eventually assume significant roles in nation building. May you continue to be a proof that the kind of education our country is one for the world to share. Congratulations, dear parents, dear teachers, and to all of you learners. Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Congratulations to our most unique batch of learners for the school year 2020-2021. To our graduates, completers and honor students who will reap the fruits of sacrifices they have invested in this most challenging and most memorable school year. Let this significant milestone of your lives be recorded as great achievement to be shared by your beloved parents who work closely with you this school year. Appreciation is also accorded to our administrators, teachers, personnel, internal and external stakeholders, and to the whole staff who work together to ensure your success. We also thank the Department of Education for insisting that education must continue in this brave new world. Thank you, Madam Secretary, Honorable Leonor Magtolis Briones, for the said battle cry. The theme of this end of school year writes, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic is very much fitting because you are the first batch to complete this school year as a brave group of learners during this school year. The future will always have a place for people who prepared themselves today and forge ahead with purpose and great intent to grow and serve. In diversity and adversity, we can find opportunities to reach out and build bridges of hope. In difficulty, the chance to be altruistic, and in challenges, reasons to learn and rise to the situation. Our country needs graduates and learners who will commit to uphold and enhance the best of what it has to offer as young citizens who are as patriotic as they are competent, skilled, and innovative. As we move closer to your aspirations for others and to do more, not only for yourselves, but also for your fellow Filipinos, continue to be connected with our divine providence. Again, congratulations to you, our dear graduates and completers. We wish all the best in your future endeavors. God bless, stay safe, stay healthy, mabuhay!
Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding of certificates. Amate Andy Yu, Asuncion Patrick Lawrence S, Bautista Judel D, Kalimag Giancar R, Guillermo R.J. B, Respondo R.J. C, Salagan Mark Kevin T, Balao Tiffany Kate E, Celis Lady May T, Eslabon Kiara Erica D, Luby Mary Joy A, Manzano Hazel Joy C, Milyar Rosemary R, Wandasan Charis L, Kipo Lea Ann R, Rivera Charis A, Rosero Princess Joy F. Romero Cassandra Faith B. Rualizo April Kate M. Tassis Anika Isabel C. Umengan Rhea May C. May we now have the presentation of awards by the class advisor, Ma'am Raquel G. Ruama, Teacher 3, Binalan Elementary School.
I have the honor to present to you the honor graduates of Binalan Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021. With honors, Patrick Lawrence S. Asuncion. With honors, RJ C. Respondo. With honors, Hazel Joy C. Manzano. With honors, Charis L. Wandasan. With honors, Cassandra Faith B. Romero. With honors, Anika Isabel C. Tassis. With honors, Rhea May C. Umengan.
Let's all welcome Anika Isabel Tassis with honors for the words of thanksgiving.
Our dynamic public schools district supervisor of Apari West District, Sir Renato A. Hernandez Jr., our energetic principal, Sir Nestor C. Respondo, commendable and dedicated teachers, most loving parents, fellow graduates and friends, a wonderful day to all. Graduation Day is a special day to us. It is a day that we have finally marched to receive our awards and diplomas. But through this chaos we're facing right now, this could only be done virtually. But then, we are happy enough because at last, we reached this significant event in our lives. We successfully hurdled the first lap of our race towards our desired goals. And we have finally this day to reap the fruit of our sacrifices and struggles in our studies, most especially this pandemic time. Formal education through face-to-face learning is such different than to any other mode of learning. It is because you can no longer with your teachers, friends, and classmates to perform such activities in school, like doing projects and group activities, making experiments, attending sports and contested activities, having happy and lonely moments with your friends and classmates, doing gimmicks, and many more. But today, you have your modules and cell phones with you as your mode of learning. Yes, this COVID-19 pandemic changed us a lot, but we have to continue our journey of our education. With the theme of today's graduation, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, reiterates how important to have quality education in the midst of pandemic. At talagang pinagsusumikapan ng mga kawani ng kagawaran ng edukasyon na iangat ang kalidad ng edukasyon para masiguro ang magandang kinabukasan ng bawat kabataan na mga pag-asa ng ating mahal na bansang Pilipinas. Tinitiyak nilang maihahatid ang mga serbisyo ng ating gobyerno sa lahat ng antas ng edukasyon na makamit ang tagumpay at manglarangan ng tatahakin at makatulong sa pag-unlad ng bansa balang araw, lalo ngayong nakararanas tayo ng pandaigdigang sakit. To my fellow graduates, we have to move forward. Focus to move on to our next phase of education. Exhibit love for our studies, despite of the problems we're facing. Let us not be the problem of our country, but we must continue to grow with normal character, so that we may become a worthy citizens. We have to move on and continue our studies. We have to strive more for a change. We shall become at what we wish to become. Do what we wish to do. Let us commit ourselves in our own little way to cooperate for the realization of our dreams, to attain quality education, and ultimately to attain higher quality of life. To our parents, we thank you for your unending support and guidance. Having you in our life is indeed a blessing. You have tried all your best to provide us everything we need. You have sacrificed so much just to give us the education we deserve. You are our best teachers. We love you so much. To my parents, the gift that I can offer you this day is my award and unending love to both of you. I love you so much. I know words are not enough to thank you of all your support. Assured that your effort and full support will come through. To our teachers, we express our wholehearted gratitude to all of you. Thank you for you all of your sacrifices and patience for 7 years while we are staying in this institution. Thank you so much, Ma'am and Sir, for the commitment and affection you've shown for us. To learn and to understand better the meaning of existence and the relevance of elementary education to our lives. You have all poured out your efforts for us to acquire knowledge and lifelong skills. You have imparted not only your time, talent, and treasure just to give the best thing that we deserve. And most of all, you have dedicated your lives for us to have quality education in the midst of pandemic. And above all, to our almighty and loving Father, whom we owe everything we have. Thank you, and God bless us all.
We now have the second part of our program, the presentation of completers by Sir Nestor C. Respondo, Principal 2, Binalan Elementary School, to be certified by Sir Renato A. Hernandez, Public Schools District Supervisor, Apari West District, to be accepted and confirmed by Dr. Orlando E. Manuel, Schools Division Superintendent.
I have the honor to present to you the kindergarten completers of Binalan Elementary School. This is school year 2020-2021, composed of 11 boys and 17 girls with a total of 28. I hereby request our Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Renato A. Hernandez, to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
I certify that these candidates for completion have fully satisfied the requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Program prescribed by the Department of Education. May I therefore request our SDS, Dr. Orlando E. Manuel, to confirm the candidates.
By virtue of the appointment given to me by the President of the Republic of the Philippines as the Schools Division Superintendent of SDO Cagayan, and upon certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the basic education curriculum for this school year 2020-2021, I now accept and confirm you graduate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding of certificates.
Ladies and gentlemen, the kindergarten completers of Binalan Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021.
Belarmino Liam Carl G. Castro Jan Gian L. Celis Hart Divon T. Manangan Jonas C. Manzano Andrew A. Ragudo Mike U. Ranches Zenrich T. Retuta Chris J.R. G. Romero Jan Jonas S. Soriano Algino Al. Johnson Jomar L. Kalata Eliza Joy C. Celis Casey C. Dubla Chewel Hart R. Gamyaw Princess Jesaina T. Gascon Jamaica A. Guillermo Christine A. Guzman Elaine Jane O. Guzman Eunice Angel L. Lagura Danis D. Morano Aryan Camille T. Wandasan Julian T. Orata Ayesha Nicolay. Pagyo Cassandra Luis M. Ragudo Desiree G. Rosero Christine Joy F. Rualizo Ma Sofia Beatriz M. Sabado Jaylene D.
Let us listen to the closing remarks of our principal, Sir Nestor C. Respondo.
In every beginning, there is an ending. In every opening, we have to wrap it up together. I want to express my sincerest congratulations to all the pupils, especially to our kindergarten completers and graduates, who have surpassed the needed requirements of completion and graduation. Thank you to all the supportive parents and guardians who never leave our side in this challenge of learning and trusted us in taking care of your educational needs. Congratulations and thank you to all the teachers who tirelessly and steadfastly delivered their maximum efforts to help you grow more smartly and confidently. Above all, praise to God who made all these things possible amidst of the global pandemic COVID-19. We are truly blessed as we stood the test of time. Good luck and may God bless us always.
Today we reap the fruit of our labor. We march together with passion and fervor. The years were filled with memories we'll savor. To our parents we bring dignity and honor. Today we start a beautiful beginning, a clean slate for us that's truly inspiring. Oblivious this time of failing, to our mentor salute, we shall continue learning. We are closer to our dreams, we are closer to our dreams. Finally we reach the gate to our dreams. It's time to unlock and follow our path. Never been this close before to reach for the top. Remember our friends with fondness, for making us bright in those times of darkness, for being our strength in moments of weakness, for being our partners in our happiness and loneliness. We are closer to our dreams, we are closer to our dreams. Finally we reach the point of no return. It's time to give back, now is our turn. Never been this sure before to serve